Please rise for the pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Don't worry, everybody. We'll hold up the meeting. No problem. We'll do the pledge of allegiance all over, and then next summer. At this time, it is our public input on agenda and non-agenda items. Anyone in the audience that would like to get up and speak, please announce your name.
Hi, my name is Connie Harrison. This is you can hear me online. I just wanted to thank Mr. Carnello and the Board of Education for allowing our school to have a visiting artist and make t-shirts. And it was, been teaching a long time, and we had a 99.9% success rate of every student and every staff member. So I really just wanted to thank all of you for allowing that to happen.
Thank you. We love success stories. So.
Yeah, it was great.
So the nicest T-shirt?
No.
That's cool.
I don't
Thank you so much.
Is there anyone else that wants to get up? Okay. At this time, Troy Community School presentation. Principal Tassie.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank everyone at this table for supporting our program year after year. I hope I do a real good job tonight of presenting. And what I did want you to know, you have a brochure in front of you, and these are all the neat things that we do. And the last time we presented, I think it was an hour and 20 minutes. It's a little shorter. So you have this in your hands to read all the things that we do. So I just want to make sure you have that. So first off, what I like to do is start with slide 1 here. And purposely, I put staff as slide 1. I have an amazing staff. They do amazing work with my students. I greatly appreciate them tremendously. But Christina Cole, who is the Director of Technology, as you know, was in my building for a couple of weeks, not knowing, hey, I was presenting, but sends me an email, and she really, hits the nail right on the head talking about my staff. So I just want to share it with you. It's in the brochure, but I want to share some highlights of what she says about my staff. It says, I was truly blessed by the warm and supportive community I witnessed among the students and staff. They clearly care deeply about the students and went above and beyond to support their learning. I was even more impressed by the strong sense of community amongst the staff. The positive energy and sense of belonging created an environment that made you feel at home. So that's what they are, that's what they do. And that was from an outsider coming in and spending some time in our school. So I thought that was amazing. Christina, thank you for that. And my staff, thank you for everything you do, which is right here, these folks right in front of you. Thank you for what you do. So as I said, you have a lot of things in that brochure about what supports our work. So I just hit on some of our community engagement that we had this year. Something that was really exciting. I have a partnership with the strength coach over at SUNY Albany. I bring some students over there. His name's Matt Barber. He runs all the strength conditioning programs for the sports. And the kids get to see the campus. And I said to him, is there any chance of getting some of the players to come over to our building? It took a while, but it happened. And he goes, what do you want them to do? I said, well, let's just put some stations up and we'll have the kids run through some drills that football players do. That'll be exciting. We can talk about it and then they can share some of their stories. Well, I didn't know if I really wanted all the staff to participate. I was just going to pick some of the students. We had the whole staff in there, staff, students. I said, let's everyone go in and we'll give it a shot because I didn't know if everybody was going to be really interested. Well, lo and behold, the agility drills were run by every staff member and student. I saw people coming up hitting bags. I borrowed dummy bags from Jordan Canizeri, the football program. So it was pretty amazing. And then the real amazing part was at the end, 7 of their players went up, and you know, anybody that's successful always talks about the struggle they had and where they are right now. They shared their stories with the kids. Our kids were really attentive, and it was just an outstanding experience for our staff and our students, and we're going to continue that partnership. A partnership that I'm just starting with is the YMCA. We secured some memberships for students that were really interested in strength and conditioning at their fitness program that they have at the Y, but I was more interested in developing a program so our students will learn how to swim. So it's going to happen next year. We're just at the lower foundation of building this, but the person at the YMCA, the director, is very cooperative, and I'm excited about this partnership for next year. We had a speaker come in, Stephen Hill. I'm telling you, he's a dynamic speaker, talks about drug and alcohol, and with our students, talks about his experiences, shares his life with us, and stays in the building the whole day. Our kids relate to him. They're asking him questions. He's doing one-on-one with them. Just an amazing person in the time that we're living right now with all vaping going on and abuse and drug and alcohol. So just a great speaker that came in, and I really think that was a highlight of one of our events that happened at our school. The next two, real quick, it says I see magic. We had a magician come in. We had people come in, stunt masters, and they rode bikes and did jumps. But they had messages behind what they do. This one guy who now runs his own magician company talks about how he was thinking of dropping out, and he had some trouble when he was a young man. And now he's owning his own business. He travels all over. And what a job he does. The kids really love it. And then the stunt master, same thing. They're talking about healthy habits for kids, setting goals. So it was really just a win-win situation for our kids. I don't know if you know this, I think most of you do, that Hannaford donated a food pantry to our school. Ms. Van Eitzen runs our food pantry, and we had it over at School 12. We didn't know what we were going to do. And Mary Gerard Conley is a teacher assistant at our school, a retired kindergarten teacher from School 16. She's amazing. She's one of the staff. And she went out and she just hounded these guys, and they came in, and next thing you know, we got everything, a refrigerator, tons of food, space. I mean, it's just amazing. And they secure food for all of our kids, and it's probably one of the best food pantries I've ever seen. So my hat goes off to them. And like you just heard, Tanya Harrison runs an unbelievable art program. It's a highlight of our school, and she just talked about the visiting artist. And not only did they print T-shirts, and he talked about his career when he was doing posters. He really explains about his business, and really talked to kids about opening up their own business and doing that, and they were very interested. Like she said, we had a wonderful participation rate. I want to share real quick with you some data. One of the things I always like to do is look at the students' previous report cards and where they are now. So this is 3 quarters last year, comparing to where they are this year, comparing the report cards with GPA. And as you can see, there's always an increase in percentage. Kids get down there and they improve in their grades. Our January results for regions, this was the best we've ever had for January. It was amazing. 10 out of 16 ELA, 3 out of 5 algebra, 4 out of 6 living environment, 2 for 2 for U.S. history. And yes, we do teach regions at our school, and I get the question all the time, was this regions down here? Yes, it is. Attendance. We hit our goal again. This is looking at 3 quarters, 6% increase for our high school. We're at middle school is, we didn't increase at this time. Again, we have to look at the end of the year. This is the first 3 quarters. But one of the things we always talk about to our kids is attendance, work, and reflect. Okay, now I'm going to ask Ms. Van Eitzen to come on up. But before she does, you know what a job she does for our school. The kids love her. She's amazing. And she's going to talk a little bit about what college and careers did. And also, she had a partner this year who was Alyssa Anderson, our ELA teacher. She's amazing. But if Ms. Van Eitzen can come up and talk about what she's done this year.
Thank you. So I'm Beth Van Eitzen, not Van Eitzen. This year I was so happy to split this position with Liz Anderson. She's here tonight. She's amazing. She's one of our ELA teachers. I put together just a few pictures because I wanted you guys to be able to see them of some of our adventures this year. Actually, down here in the bottom left corner, Sharnay, this was with the traveling artist earlier in the year, making the posters that we came into. So, we want to share some of our favorite moments, and those include, like this year we went to go see SUNY Adirondack. We went to visit EOC in Troy, Schenectady Community College, and we had Bryant and Stratton come in as a guest speaker to do some future planning. And we also hosted our first career day. So the top two pictures are a couple of pictures of our career day. There's so many to share, but I couldn't fit them all. We had about 20 participants that came in. We set up the gym with tables. Each of the students were given a career passport where they had to interview 3 to 5 different professionals and fill out the passport. But they had so much fun that so many of them were like, I don't want to only do 3 to 5, I want to continue to do all of them. So there was a lot of kids that went to all the people. They had so much fun demonstrating and like wearing the equipment, and they participated in challenges to win prizes. At the end, when their ticket out the door, so to speak, was to give us back the passport, and if they had successfully completed it, we gave them 2 raffle tickets to enter into raffle baskets. We had made movie night baskets so that they could raffle into baskets. We were very excited about that. They also participated in mock interviews. It was overall a huge hit, and every person, like every professional that was there wanted to come back next year, so we're looking good. So we are also very excited to report that we have 12 graduating seniors, which is huge. And a third of them is off to college. So we have 3 that are attending SUNY Adirondack. When we went up there, the 2 corner pictures are from our visit to SUNY Adirondack. There was a few students that just fell in love with it. They just felt at home and they loved it. So we have 3 that are going there. We have 1 that's going to SUNY Morrisville, and 3 of them are receiving scholarships tonight at class night. So Marcus Maven, who is going to be speaking later, he's going to be attending SUNY Adirondack. He's receiving the Crab Club Garrison Post Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. He'll be majoring in criminal justice and strives to become a state trooper. We have Nilese Tolan-Minky. She's also going to be going to SUNY Adirondack, and she's receiving the Crab Club Garrison Post Scholarship for also the amount of $1,000. She also plans on going into criminal justice, but she wants to focus on forensic science. And we have Sharnay Gauze, who will be attending SUNY Morrisville and is receiving the Allison Bodner Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $478. She will be she will be majoring in individual studies and then transitioning to criminal justice, and she's hoping for a career later on in law enforcement. And then our 4th student, who's also going to college, didn't receive a scholarship, but he's also going to SUNY Adirondack, and that's Austin Bingham. So we really took advantage of the SUNY pre-application week, and we had so many more kids apply to colleges this year, and some of them were applying up to like 5 schools. And of our remaining kids that are in college bound, they are ready to enter like the world of work and are prepared for their next endeavor. So thank you. We're very excited for our seniors.
Thank you, Beth. Next I would like to bring up is Alex Boswell. And again, Alex is our social worker. She's been with me for 3 years, 1 year with the middle school. She is amazing, excellent when I think of Alex. She's going to talk to you a little bit. She was our coordinator. Equity coordinator, and then she's going to share some data with you, and she'll share some data from our survey results.
All right, so our equity focus for this school year was to decrease the amount of suspensions experienced by our overall student population. So we noticed our students experience a pretty high, that there's a high percentage that experience out-of-school suspension. So what can we do to decrease that? And make sure that our students are continuing, consistency with class time, remaining a part of the school community, all of that. So what we decided to do was we're in our first year of restorative practice. And using restorative practice, we maintain, we maintain high accountability while decreasing out-of-school suspension. So what we've noticed using restorative practice is that there has been an 8% decrease in the overall student population who has experienced an out-of-school suspension this school year for our high school students. For our middle school students, there's been a 34% decrease in comparison to last school year. Yeah, it is, it's amazing. For the amount of times that suspension occurred overall, we have seen an 11% decrease with our high school and 49% decrease with our middle school. And then when we look at only what we're calling low immediate safety concern suspensions or incidents, we see a 27% decrease for the high school and a 53% decrease for the middle school. So one of the things that we're doing is really focusing on low immediate safety concern incidents, because when you do that, you can figure out more of a restorative option for students. When an incident is disrespect for authority or insubordination, there are still ways to hold that student accountable, have them think about the harm that was done, how to repair that harm. I think in a lot of ways it holds them more accountable than an out-of-school suspension. So with low immediate safety concern suspensions, you can do that. With high immediate safety concern suspensions, it's not as easy. So if a student brings a weapon to school or something like that, it usually warrants a more, traditional out-of-school suspension. So that was one of the reasons why we wanted to look at that data as well. So we're in our first year of restorative practice. We know that when we do restorative practice well, when we're doing it authentically with fidelity, that it takes many years to build. So we're building a school culture. Our students are doing circles every morning with staff. We're doing circles for conflict resolution. We're doing restorative reentry meetings when students have experienced a school suspension to be welcomed back into the community. There's lots that we have been doing to help build that culture. And we're expecting our numbers to only get better as we continue restorative practice each year. So we're in phase 1, year 1, but we're going to be building this for another 2 to 3 years. I don't know why the microphone is doing that. All right, so for survey data, that's another area where we saw a lot of success. So with our school clubs, activities, and events, last school year, is it okay if I just can? Yeah. Okay, great. So last school year, some of our staff, it was only 18.8% that said, yes, we have school clubs, activities, and events that interest students. This school year, 83.3% said yes. For students in this school having strategies to track their own learning, families said yes, 66.7% families said yes, 88.2% of staff said yes. A real highlight that stands out is 100% of families said yes to school rules are clear to students and families. So that was pretty amazing to see, 100%. I think that really shows that our intake meetings, our reentry meetings when students have experienced a school suspension, the community building that we do, the ways that we involve parents, and families when there is a conflict going on that we need to all come together to help resolve. It's showing that we are clear and consistent with what our expectations and our rules are, and everyone is on the same page, everyone is on board. So the last two are just, I received helpful instructional feedback and guidance from our school leaders. Last year, 68.8% of our staff said yes, while this year, 84.2% of our staff said yes. And then students feel secure in taking risks and asking questions in class. Last year, it was 56.3% of our staff that said yes, 83.3% of our teachers that said yes. So I know there's so much data to look at with our surveys coming from staff and families and students, but those were just some of the highlights to share.
Okay, now is it's an honor and privilege to have Marcus Maven come up. Marcus is going to share his story with you. Marcus has been with us since eighth grade. We're very proud of his accomplishments.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Marcus Maven. I am a senior at Troy Community School, and I'm excited to speak with you all today. I have been a student at Troy City School District since kindergarten. I remember back in elementary school, I would get written up just about every day. That continued into middle school. Eventually, I got sent to TCS in the 8th grade. When I got sent there, I thought that I was going to be a failure and I wasn't going to succeed. And that all of my classmates were moving forward. And I got left behind. This is a lot for an 8th grader to experience. I was nervous, and I wasn't going to be able to meet new people or get along with my teachers or peers because I already had people I knew in Troy Middle School. School 12 was a mystery to me, and I had no idea what to expect. But then I got to School 12 in September of my 8th grade year, and I remember the first person I encountered, Miss Schoolmaker. She greeted me, and I felt the energy of a person who was a helping hand. She understood how I was feeling coming into a new school with new people and new faces that I've never met before. She immediately introduced herself and encouraged me that I would be just fine at this new school. Her kindness and helpfulness got me out of my shell, and I really began to thrive. Throughout the next couple of years, I have grown in many different ways. I've certainly matured, and I've learned how to better speak with people. Troy Community School has also led me to make lifelong friends, but who I wouldn't have met if I never came to this school. TCS has also made me much more social, and if you know me, you all know I love to talk. Furthermore, for the past 2 years, I've been student body president. I've worked really hard to make sure I'm a positive role model for the younger students at our school. I try to show them that if they work hard, remain positive, and focus on maturing like I did, they too can achieve success at our school. However, I don't know if I could have done all this without Mr. James Giff, who was always there pushing me to do better, so I could develop leadership skills. He would bring me into his office where we would chat about staying focused on my schoolwork and to talk about football, of course. Because I've been at TCS since the 8th grade, Mr. Canfield has grown to be a really great role model for me. Without him, I'm not sure if I would have gone down this path towards success. So thank you, Mr. Canfield, for your constant guidance and support. Speaking of success, following graduation, I am happy to say I will be attending the Adirondack, where I will be majoring in criminal justice. I will take all the skills I've learned from my school in order to be successful in college, so I can then become a state trooper. If I remain consistent and maintain focus, I have no doubt that I can achieve my dreams. I couldn't have been successful without the support of my mother and my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. My mother has been by my side since the very beginning. She's always been pushing me to be successful, waking me up in the morning so I can be on time for school, and overall is my #1 supporter. Without her, I don't know where I would be today. Thank you, Mom. I love you so much. Finally, thank you all so much for your time today. All the parents, teachers, and the Board of Education. I would stay and chat more, but I have to go downstairs for senior class night. Hope you all have a blessed night.
Outstanding, Marcus, outstanding. And Marcus, drivers, he's got his license, he's got a job he has a job at the Eddy, and he's graduating, scholarship. He's worked very hard at what he's got. He did a super job up there, proud of him. Okay, Mr. Carmel, we will end this story.
Awesome job. That was awesome. Outstanding.
That's yours now, right?
Well done, Marcus.
here. This is why this is my favorite place in the world. Amazing, amazing, just amazing. Your staff, your students. I think I've been involved for the past 35 years now. And I'm just amazed with all of it. One of the reasons why we are all here is to hear that kind of story. Whew. Just a minute. Okay. Flip the switch, board minutes. Board meeting time. Canvas of votes. First, I just want to congratulate our incumbents. Matt isn't here right now, but Don and Elizabeth, congratulations. We'll be welcoming a new member, Josh Chapone, soon. Again, a young father, a young parent in our district, so it's good to see all of our younger generation stepping in, and thank you. Action items. Motion on the floor for approval of canvas of votes.
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion on the floor for approval of minutes, May 8th, 2024.
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Superintendent recommendation, human resources. Superintendent recommendation, human resources, staff matters, unclassified and classified. Under unclassified, motion on the floor for consent agenda items 1 through 6.
Second.
Under discussion, I'd like to introduce, good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to introduce Danielle Peel and Erin O'Malley. If you could stand up and say hi to us all, so all of us up here know who you are. Our new assistant principal here in the building at the middle school, and Erin O'Malley is our new curriculum ELA leader. Thank you and good luck. Is there anything you want to say to tell us something? I'm sorry, still get used to this. I do this. Tell us something good about yourself, or tell us something that you can tell us about you.
I'm just very grateful for this opportunity. I love the idea that, even though I'm transitioning from English teacher to administration, that I still get to work right here in the district a lot.
Good, good. Erin?
It's an honor to be a part of this district. My husband and our son is in the district, and we're just incredibly honored to be here.
Welcome. Thank you.
Very lucky.
All those in favor? Opposed? Superintendent recommendation, human resources, staff matters. Let's see. I'm under classified. Motion on the floor for consent agenda items 1 through 6.
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? Superintendent recommendations, programs. Motion on the floor for consent agenda items 1 through 4.
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? Superintendent recommendations, business, finance. Motion on the floor for consent agenda items 1 through 13.
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion on the, board resolutions. Motion on the floor for consent agenda items 1 through 3.
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion on the floor for an addition to board resolutions. Resolved, the Board of Education, upon consideration of appeal made on behalf of the student named in executive session regarding the determination of the superintendent of schools, hereby denies the appeal in its entirety and affirms the decision of the superintendent of schools, and further directs the district clerk notify the students' parents of this determination. Motion on the floor for a resolution as read.
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? District's announcements. All meetings will take place at 6 p.m. here at the middle school, June 5th and June 26th. The next one meeting is at the seniors?
No, June 5th, we will honor our
Retirees.
retirees and our teacher, faculty members getting tenure.
Okay. And the
26th
26th?
will be the honor grant.
Okay, 26 will be the honor grad. Just mark your calendar. I'll ask Teresa to put it on our next agenda. July 10th will be our reorg meeting. Okay, so because it'd be, I was nervous and we were nervous about getting a quorum on July 3rd, so we're going to do July 10th. Okay, for the first one, but Teresa will have it on our next one.
I can put it in Friday report this week.
Okay.
So the proposed summer dates.
Good news. Kind of hard to trump Mr. Campbell's good news. We're going to try. We're going to try. Carroll Hill School celebrated another successful college and career day on May 15th. Individuals from within our community at Carroll Hill joined in teaching students about a variety of fields. They welcomed our mayor, deputy mayor, Rensselaer County undersheriff, Troy's director of diversity, opportunity and outreach, a chef, a doctor, physical trainer, scientist, and a DJ, to name a few of the more than 40 participants. We are very fortunate to have such a strong community partnership who are willing to always take part in meaningful events with our students. Also on May 15th, 10 scholars from School 14 participated in Junior Achievement's 26th Annual Business Wall of Fame dinner at the Crown Plaza Desmond. We are really proud of them and our partnership with Junior Achievement. School 16 held a Career Day event this morning, inviting a number of guests into the building to share about their work and education with our students. Thank you to all of our guests for giving their time to our students today. Last week, Troy High held its annual National Honor Society induction ceremony. 45 juniors from the class of 2025 pledged their induction to National Honor Society. Congratulations to our newest members. And varsity softball, Mr. Carmelo was keeping us posted on that last night, is making a third consecutive appearance in the Section 2 championship game and a spot in the state tournament. The girls defeated number 2 seed Columbia last night 3-0 after a complete game shutout from 10th grader Lauren Matthews. First pitch is set for 7:30 tomorrow night at Luther Forest Athletic Fields in Malta. Is that going to add anything else? Yeah. Last night, our budget passing was great. Our turnout was better than it's been in a long time, and we hit a lot of bumps with the city changing our lines and not notifying a lot of us. I think 6 out of 9 board members showed up at the wrong school, and then we were told we couldn't vote. That ran over really well, and we went, you know who we are. But hopefully it'll be corrected next year. This is something new, but I mean, it really, we were just so proud, and thank you, Adam and John and everybody that took part in this budget development, because it was great. And even though, when I went on the budget presentations, people could not believe when I say people will vote no, even though it's a 0, we still had no votes. And so it was really important for our yes votes to get out there and do what we need to do to keep our schools up, keep our programs intact, and we're hearing nightmare stories throughout all the districts, and it's just so good to be a part of a district that is still moving forward, and we have such a great team to do it with, including everyone in our audience. So thank you, and our congratulations to Donnie Miller and Elizabeth Cleto and to Matt Flowers for coming back onto the board. It's good, you know, you should learn. Elizabeth, 12 years, come on.
Hey, don't talk about
I know. But thank you and congratulations on that. We, it was 88.35% when passing the budget, 83.99 in capital project. Boy, that really ticks me off. That
It was 85 this morning, and then we had a couple adjustments. So I had actually sent the email to the staff saying it was 85 in both, and 84.
you just rounded up from
Yeah.
83.99.
Yes.
But again, thank you, and we will be welcoming Mr. Chapone at our July meeting. So again, congratulations. Everybody, thank you for being here. Jim, thank you for your presentation.
Great job, Mr.
Great
Canfield.
job, as always. We are on our way to class night, one of our favorite nights of the year. So, motion on the floor to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Lloyd.